Hi everyone, this is Simon Noodles podcast, We the People, beaming live from New York. Today, I have the honor of having Ogbuefi Chibuzo Wadione, the President General of Ndokwa Association in America, and co-hosting with me is an Ndokwa media mogul, Chidi Wabofu of Ukwuani Trumpet. You'll be with us in this podcast as well. Ogbuefi Chibuzo Wadione is the President General of Ndokwa Association in America, and is here to educate us on the upcoming Ndokwa in America convention taking place in Sacramento, California, in the United States of America in July. Ogbuefi, please, can you tell the world your motivation in leading this great association of Ukwuani and Ndokwa people?
And first of all, I would like to say, for those who do not know what the Ndokwa Association is for, this is a civic cultural group created for Ndokwa sons and daughters and their friends and relatives by the Ndokwa people. This association has been in existence for quite a long time now. It's over 20 years, actually, a lot more than that. But for me, throwing myself into serving my people is a no-brainer, because service by itself is one of my dominating passion. Just to be able to serve your people, to give to your people, whether it is your talent, it is your money, or your time. So that is why I have always find the desire to be with my people, the desire to serve my people. And so when the opportunity came to serve in this capacity for the Ndokwa Association in America, I seized on it, so that is my motivation, is just to be able to help to serve my community. Just service generally is my dominating passion. That is why I find myself in this position.
Thank you so much for that short intro and educative brief. Can you tell us the significance of Ndokwa in America sessions biannual conference or convention, so to say? What is the significance? What's the importance? You can say all of
our convention is
in
our
local language and English is fine.
Our convention is our festival. America is a large, big place, and oftentimes seeing your people can be challenging. So this convention, this biannual convention, becomes one of the opportunity and the platform to mingle with, to associate with, and to marry with your family members and people. A lot of us use this as our vacation time to go to the convention, and beyond that, it's also a time that we strategize on how to move the affairs of our people forward, whether it is here in America or back at home. We typically would invite leaders of the community, that is our politicians, our local rulers, and our people of faith, to join us and to strategize on how we could better the community. So it's a wonderful thing to be able to come together and brainstorm on how we can collectively advance the interest of our people in order to better our community.
Thank you so much, Mbeno Ogbuefi. To remind our viewers, we are beaming live from New York City. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, Ogbuefi, who are the attendees? They be in Abia this occasion, and what's the take home of this convention, so to say? Yeah, we share Gwariguna.
Yeah, better for that. I think we had a segue in the past question. You know, in the Nabia Philadelphia, we have a lot of dignitaries that come in. We invite them from Nigeria and also from here. I say we invite local leaders. We invite politicians. We by local leaders, I mean Okochuku. By local leaders, I mean traditional rulers like chiefs. By politicians, I mean those who have served in a place of power and those who are still currently serving, independent of which political party they belong to. You know, we invite them to join us so that they could all strategize on how we could move the affairs of our community forward for the betterment of all. You know, we also invite local leaders here in Americas, like mayors of the towns we are hosting events, politicians who are representing the constituencies that are hosting the event. In this case, California, Sacramento will be inviting the mayor of the town or city of Sacramento and other political elite and faith leaders representing this large community in Sacramento, California. So these are the people who will be invited to come and strategize with us.
Thank you so much, Mbene, for that educative brief.
Well,
Once again, I want to let our viewers back on to know that the mayor over here is like local government chairman. He's in charge of the city of Sacramento. That said, can you, Ogbuefi, can you let us know? We've seen you guys don't just come together. The Ndokwa Association of America, you are a person of many parts. You've been the president of New York, New Jersey, which I am now. I'm now the president of New York, New Jersey, before you ascended to that big throne. I can say more because you've occupied so many positions before you get there. And Ndokwa don't just assemble, but they assemble for many things. Philanthropism, a lot of good gestures back home. Can you just give us a brief of what you guys do that is just part of this cultural get together?
so the besides the strategy sessions, we are also tasked with raising some fund. You know, one is
Mm,
you know, we also raise some fund to help our folks back home. Now,
mm,
one of the past goals we have set is that of providing scholarship to our children back in Nigeria. Now, let me back up a little bit. And in the chapters, you know, baby, different states in the chapters, like Gili Kuni, New York chapter, you are the holding the helms of affairs there in New York, and there are, of course, California. There are people in Texas, you know, two chapters actually in Texas, Dallas, and Fort Worth, and Houston, and some other chapters out there. You know, people raise money and they create goals that they want to advance in the interest of our people. For example, in Dallas, you know, they raised funds and they initiated a medical outreach where they went to Nigeria and help provide medical screening and recommendation and some medications for diabetes and all that. In New York, for instance, New York has been providing school chairs for the past 4 years to schools that are in need, mostly in need of school chairs. That way, you can another one and get an you know, they will now be elevated and learn in a much more comfortable setting. Now, the scholarship that the national gives is also every year, like 9 children are given scholarship of $500 every year, which is a calculated on these days is over about 400,000 naira,
Wow. Wow.
yearly to the recipient of this scholarship. It's a prestigious scholarship, you know. It's a prestigious scholarship, and then we use that to help our children, you know. So that is that. We are also open to other activities. For example, we some years ago we rebuilt Itumuku Primary School, one of the primary school that the roof was blown away. We helped to rebuild it. We helped in creating the bus stops in some communities. You know, in addition, another example, this last flood that we just had, the Ndokwa Association decided to help. Also by providing school chairs to some of the schools that are most impacted by the flood.
Oh,
We'll be giving
oh,
away up to 1,500 school chairs that seats 3 to 4 children. So 1,500 school chairs that seats 4 children right there is you're looking to remove 6,000 children from the flood, a better learning environment. That will be donating those chairs in the coming months as part of our flood relief effort, because we consider, we strategize, and we thought that in order to make the most impact without falling victim to losing of fund, or putting ourselves in a place where one individual we take away the fund or eat the fund, we decided that we should do school chairs. One, it better our children for the future. Two, it perhaps relieves some of the burden of the flood. You know, and we are, like I said, we are a strategic group. We help. We think the best way to help our people, and we are open to ideas that we advance the cause of underground. Share what we do.
Thank you so much. That's a very, very elaborate brief, and we thank you for educating all of us and the world in general. Mr. Chidi Wabofu, Ukwuani Trumpet. Mr. Chidi Wabofu, Ukwuani Trumpet.
ndị na-anụ ndị na-anụ.
Can you? Yeah, we will want you to just say one or two words that to terminate this information back home to our people who may want to attend this great occasion in July.
And also, if you have question to ask, you can go ahead and ask.
Advance this information about this convention. How would you do it? You try your own way, and if you have any question to ask too, this 60 seconds moment for you. That be share, Gwari.
Yo, eje mbene yo nna m Chibụzọ mbene narị menu dị abisa ndị na-ekene ụnụ ifu na-eme na dike igwe ọba bụrụ shi ụnụ ndị dị na anyị malụ dị na-achọ elu ka eme dokomokwani kukpebe nwụrụ n'ụkwani onwe ife nke kwu shinje ka ekene me ọsa Ndokwa Association na America abụ kete kembro na anụ eti ndị Ndokwa Association na America onwe ofe oyim na-ete egwu efe abụ ejelato Ndokwa Association goe na ọkwakwa egwu kete oguforo no is living happily. Before now, he's among the Nigerian youth. He's among the Nigerian youth. Then but Ndokwa Association helped him to develop his talent. I was in Oliogo, did Oliogo Boshina, Ndokwa Association, one branch, maybe New York. A one school, never make our platform, Ukwuani Trumpet, and coverage in the event. So Ndokwa Association Ndokwa Association in America, let me be specific, is a big blessing to Ukwuani nation. So make it no, especially make it no Ukwuani nekushi.
Then we lost your volume there.
Ndokwa Association Mbelenyo. Are you hearing me?
We lost. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, are you
we're
hearing me?
now.
Yeah, Ukwuani na-ekwuchi wekene onye
Yes,
egwu
we
na-ewu.
can get out.
Ọ dị n'ifu efi ka ogbu na-esela mmekenekume Ndokwa Association. As regard to the convention where you can meme, ya bụ festival kelokwu na enwere mkpụrụ iso mmeri mọ. Ogikwu iso mmeri mọ ma amụ ni omeri mọ ọkpalụkwụ na dị n'ebe wana consult to ancestors. Denu nuke mendano. Denu nuke shi gwanda ancestors shi nifu nuke meme.
Well, by Omeri Mo, I imply carnival-like. You know, not Omeri Mo in the sense of the traditional way. Omeri Mo is carnival-like. You know,
yes.
Because none of the characteristics of Omeri Mo. You know, yes, we beseech the Almighty God as always in whatever we do. But to shorten it is just Omeri Mo, it is carnival-like.
Yo, that clarification. Ajụjụ nke ajụzi bụ she ịkpa na ala nnu kele Ukwuani kwuni ego kweji na ememe ọsọ ifenenu anọ ka ikwuni shi ndị na-anọchanye anya na Nigeria sometimes wa bịa ya bụ ndị government, community leaders, political leaders and ndị ọzọ achịchwa basa the wanabena honor the event anyarụwa m so nwe ogbeta oke motilije honor the event afọma one of the publication ajụjụ ka ajụ they won't nation na-enwesa funding ụnụ.
Well, it's a good question. Ụmụanyị ọsọ ndị ndokwa bi n'ebe, you know, ma babuchiri uwe na-atụbụsị kirikiri na during their monthly duty, you know, each chapter class of national. Those little collections every month after Virginia, and in which people eat well. You know, those are the ones that the Russian Gate Convention and you use the opportunity as fundraising. And there can be an way yes, she can have wine, I don't know, or no. The Kilikuno Age was one of 12 individuals, you know, who were recipients of the soft skill application endowment fund. You know, and he owned the carpenter, and he owned the dry cleaning, and he owned the sewing. You know, there were 12 thieves, 4 from each government. You know, 4 Gelato was one of the individuals from quite a local government area, and there were other people from Ndokwa West and that is how that I think they received an equivalent of at that time it was like 300,000 soft loan. You know, it was supposed to be a loan, but Abonos they wouldn't be loan care you know, but then there was a lot, you know. As well as you know the position, you know,
mbele gida nwede eziokwu bụ eziokwu isi eshisha ọnụ ya kụnụje na ekpoku ma enwe ọnụ ọkọchị ya enwe ọkọchị na-enwe personal problem ọkọchị na-enwe ndị n'ichọ na yeneka na family nụ unaba ejike mewebụsa ego n'ime ekpa anụ tupu mee ka unu were idoko mee unu ri na-eye n'anya ka n'ụkwanị na-eselu nu mee ekene nu na-agwa na nso mbene ụkwanị kwenshi mbene fekefe ya ekwushi mbene wuru narị mbele ni ọsọ Ndokwa Association mbele ni convention a kene nu ka ememe ya bụ ọbụsị mme ka enwe nchọ ni ke mbịa ka mba ekirigida ke ndị ọzọ achị ni church ni kwa bịa kwa ebe so enyi megbame so nu megbame lagme manya dilo ekwe na ọdịgbo possible na amarom si marụ babasa obodo Igbo ye marụ invitation there's a lot of processes, complicated processes marụ na-aga before the approval. So is there any modalities on ground to respond to that should I call it predicament?
I'm going to open a predicament because there are processes, any step that people take to achieve or to achieve a goal, not necessarily a predicament, just it's a step and process. That said, over the years, I need information, to our people back on it, where we are, where DJ, invitation, where with the responsibility to apply for visa through the United States Embassy in Lagos or in Abuja, and then U.S. Embassy provide the condition for the visa is given to. Those conditions must be, so only those individuals who are able to meet the conditions spelled out by the U.S. Embassy, those who are given visa. Unfortunately, way the power to grant visa, and way the power to influence how that works. That is the U.S. does that. When we give you visa, meet the criteria that the U.S. has spelled out in order to attend a convention, a conference, or just a visit, and you might be given the visa. And then once you have gained, the individuals are the ones that we also acquire their ticket and arrange for their hotel and accommodation. So it's quite a steep financial responsibility. Like I said, for those we invite for them to come and stay with us, and also an opportunity for them to ask for here in America of them. Those who are politicians for them. Even if I so the invitation mind from how they plan to. A lot of them have been here. For example, for Fatilice, by your side, I know competence has not been here before. It's we have never been to our convention, and to invite in this convention. All of them pray for all of them because you want this when they are successful, the community becomes successful. So we pray for all of them. Given that we are not organization, so we pray for everyone who is trying to be successful, that our communities become beneficiaries.
I know that this is not going to be the first convention only in America. So the question is, how is this one going to be different from the ones?
Good question. This is the first convention after the COVID. We last convention was we had it online, an online platform. So this one is going to be probably very, very different because it is the first time we are getting together after it's like 4 years. I'm going to give it go through. Also, is that most of the conventions we have had in the East Coast. This time we are going to the West Coast. California. So I was looking forward to that. And then California are also looking forward to hosting us. But the English will very more. It's also very more that EJ that California is looking forward to welcome all of us. They are armed and right, that is how it's going to be very, very different. Also different because it's just different times again. How do we take advantage of challenging times in the supermarket, you know. So that's just something is going to check on.
Yo, Benenalim. One more question because we ni Eleanor Dickitan made nan no chenya anyị dị na ụnọ ime Ukwuani also when I do ka do made ni no ka na do for event of this magnitude ọbụrụ ndị Yoruba kọbụ Igbo kọbụ Hausa kememe webe kememe we were ndị musician we ndị dị n'ụnọ buru we je obodo Igbo wa ite we enjoy your life about digital performance live performance Amaronshi Obo Nwoto Ukwuani from Oboro Smart William and the rest onweto onye were to n'ije obodo Igbo chikwa yete egwu I'm trying to I don't ya bụ nke were gbofu onye ka enyi yete ga nụ ka ebe live performance ka ọ bụgasị ndị Ukwuani musicians na-ejeshi animal dịka obodo Igbo na-etegide egwu Abisa.
No, before I'm going to say, the criteria for this application is not dependent on our desires and wishes. That is dependent solely on the condition laid out by the U.S. Embassy, and it's only by individual cases. Yes, we have invited our listeners in the past, but unfortunately, by virtue of meeting those criteria, they were not able to come. Join us. But we will continue to invite them. We hope that we meet those conditions. And once they are able to meet, they come again. If we find what to do with the next, but again, the commitment for them to go through that independent of the U.S. Embassy, share one.
Belenado.
So thank you so much. Your questions are now on point, and so July maybe English fake we could join us otherwise we again life and that is life to the entire world in a more bigger way because it's a big organization, and actually can actually represent in quality media wise. They can also taking the time to highlight them in this upcoming great occasion. Benin, thank you so much. And we'll see you in July. By God's grace. Thank you.
Amen.
Amen. So, also, let me thank podcast head by Chief Benin for this together. Rekichi. We pray that you expand the platform so that other people also take advantage of it. Information is key. Without information, we will lack and also on a trumpet. We have seen a lot of work you guys are doing. Ben and all
Thank you. Benin. God bless you.
Abisa.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.